Hey folks, I'm Anand and welcome to MaverickEduCor, your one-stop solution for everything related to PTE. We at MaverickEduCor make sure we put our best foot forward so that you can get your desired scores. Hence, in today's video, we are bringing you one of the two new questions that is being introduced by PTE starting 7th August 2025. Make sure to contact us on the WhatsApp number for paid assistance. Now, without a further ado, let's go ahead and see today's video. In today's video, we will be discussing all the details for respond to a situation. This is one of the new questions that PTE will be introducing starting 7th of August 2025. And in this video, you will find all the details with facts, do's and don'ts, and the golden rules. So let's go ahead and look at the video. Now let's understand all the basic details of respond to a situation. First and foremost, what needs to be done? You have to listen and read about a given situation. Then answer a question related to the situation. PTE will ask you that. Next, you will get 2 to 3 such questions in your exam for respond to a situation. Next, coming to the duration part of it, the prompt length, including the preparation time, could be anywhere between 30 to 40 seconds. After the beep sound goes on, after the preparation time, you will get 40 seconds to respond to this particular question. Now let's look at the representational image of respond to a situation question. First and foremost, let's understand the details or the instructions given by PTE. It says, listen and read the description of a situation in 30 seconds. You can read the details or listen to the details in about 30 seconds. Then after which you will get 10 seconds of preparation time. Once this preparation time completes, you will hear a beep sound. After the beep sound completes, you will have to start responding. You will have 40 seconds to respond to this particular situation. Once you complete responding to this situation, go ahead and click next for the next question type in your exam. Moving ahead, let's understand the skills that PTE will assess you for respond to a situation question. PTE will assess your oral fluency, pronunciation, and content for your speaking module only. Next, how many marks would you get for each skill? Content, you will get about 0 to 6 marks. Oral fluency and pronunciation, you will get approximately about 0 to 5 marks. Next, moving on to the overall marks that you would be getting for respond to a situation question. Approximately, you will get about 11 to 12 marks, which is almost like 12.5% of your speaking module. This is as per the latest scoring guidelines that PTE has shared. One important thing to remember, for every question that you answer in respond to a situation question, if you answer irrelevant content, meaning if PTE finds out that your response is not related to the content at all, then it will award you 0 marks for your content. If you get 0 marks for content, I'm sure they will not assess your pronunciation and oral fluency, and you will get 0 marks for that particular question. So never make this mistake of giving out irrelevant responses. Alright folks, now let's get to know some facts, as this is a new question which PTE will be introducing starting 7th of August 2025. Now, first and foremost, this is a 7th question type in your exam and in the speaking module, which will come soon after summarize group discussion question. Summarize group discussion question is also one of the new questions that PTE will be adding come 7th of August 2025 onwards. Next, AI still evaluates your fluency, pronunciation, and content. But a human evaluator will check your content only. They will not measure your fluency or pronunciation. You will have to remember this. Next, a real-life academic situation will be presented to you, followed up by a question. Next, you will have to tackle this particular situation by responding to it. That is all that you would need to do. Next, you need to respond to the situation as though you are experiencing it. Meaning you will have to say, may I come in? I will go there, I will go here. You cannot say, he will go, she will go, or that person will go, this person will go. will not be considered in this particular question. You will have to respond as though you are experiencing it. The situation and the question are generally on academic context, as I had mentioned before. For example, you would be submitting your assignment a bit late, or you would want extended leave for some emergency situation, or you would be interested in taking up a part-time job, or you will be organizing some cultural event or sports event, anything of that sort. Maybe the speakers where you would have to respond to a situation, maybe you would have to ask permission or discuss something, would include some student head union or college staff or admin staff, professors, dean, anybody within the academic context. Last but not the least, you can read the prompt present on the screen, and additionally, PT will play that prompt as an audio. So you can listen and read to the prompt about respond to a situation question. So these are all the facts that you would need to know to crack this particular question. All right, folks, now let's move on to the do's or respond to a situation question. First and foremost, skim through the prompt to understand the situation and the related question, meaning you would have to do a fast reading about the situation and the related question so that you can come up with a response. Next thing, you can structure your response in your mind. That is what I would, suggest you. But on the other hand, if you want to write something in your scribble pad about what you would be responding, you can do that as well. I'm not stopping you from doing that. Next, speak clearly, naturally, and effortlessly. This has to be done in your entire speaking module for questions like read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, a retell lecture, summarize group discussion. All of these questions, you have to maintain your fluency and pronunciation. You will have to do the same thing in respond to a situation question type 2. Next, always address yourself as I while responding to the question or while you are answering to this particular question. Don't say we, they, she, it, he, all of those things. Instead, always say I, because you will be experiencing that particular situation. Next, always use polite words. Please, excuse me, all of these words, or greeting words such as good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is. Next, on the other hand, use formal words because you will be interacting generally with your professors or any of the admin staff or your friends also. Your friends also you would end up giving respect, correct? So use formal language. Next, use complimentary words. Thank you, I appreciate, no problem. All of this can be included in your response so that it makes your response more relevant. Speak fluently for about 30 to 35 seconds. PT is giving you 40 seconds to respond to this particular question type. So you can speak for 30 to 35 seconds just like your retell lecture question. Last but not the least, you can come up with various relevant ideas about the situation or the question that PTE has asked you. Now, you can get creative while responding to this particular question. So make sure you follow all these do's while you are preparing or while you are giving your response to respond to a situation question type. Now moving on to the don'ts. First and foremost, avoid fumbling, hesitating or giving unnatural pauses. Next, never go back to correct your mistake or repeat your response. It will impact your fluency heavily. Next, do not mumble or swallow words. Obviously, your pronunciation will take a huge hit and in turn impacting your fluency as well. Next, avoid long pauses. It will sound as though you are hesitating to speak. On the other hand, if you give a long pause of more than 3 seconds, PTE will switch off your microphone and your response will not be recorded any further. Next, 0 marks for templated or premeditated answers. If you get content is equal to 0, then your fluency and pronunciation will also be given 0 and overall you will get 0 marks for that particular question where content is being measured. Next, never address yourself as it, they, them, you, we, so on and so forth. always make sure to address yourself as I, because you are responding to a situation. Next, never use harsh, informal, or abusive words. It is not recommended at all. On the other hand, giving out racial slurs or derogatory remarks, all of these is not encouraged. So please avoid doing this mistake. Last but not the least, completely irrelevant response could result in content 0 marks. So remember this. If your response is completely irrelevant, I'm sure you will get 0 marks for content. And if you get 0 marks for content, your entire question, that particular question, you'll get 0 marks, because PTE will not measure your fluency or pronunciation. So these are all the don'ts for respond to a situation question. It's time to look at the demo. Here, I will be presenting you a prompt where you can read through it. Additionally, I will be playing the audio of the same prompt, just like in your exam. You will have 10 seconds of preparation time, post which there will be a beep sound, and after the beep sound, I will be responding to this particular situation. Let's go and see the demo.
A concerned student visits the finance department after several failed attempts to pay his semester fees online, urgently requesting assistance to resolve the issue before the deadline passes. You would need to approach the finance department personnel and seek her help to sort out the issue. What would you do?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. May I please come in? I hope this is the finance department. I have come here to request that I have tried several times to pay my college fees but unable to do it online. Is there any other method where I can submit a check or pay in cash so that I don't miss out on my college for this particular semester? Hence, I am please requesting you to consider this offer so that I can go ahead with my college studies. I request you to please proceed with my request. Stop. So, I have spoken for about 35 seconds in this particular question type. This is all that you would need to do. I was repeating few things, but it's absolutely fine because I'm still sticking to the context of the situation and the question. So this is how you can respond for this particular question type. It is very, very easy and simple. You can get creative, but you have to be formal and stick to the context. That is all that you have to do. A lot of you will have a roadblock about what I should prepare, how I should respond. All of those things. Be natural because it is as per a real life scenario. Hope you have understood this particular demo. All this while you have understood all the details of respond to a situation question. Now let's go ahead and look at the golden rules with a quick recap. First and foremost, fluency and content are your golden tickets to score maximum amount of marks. So make sure to stick to the content and maintain your fluency and pronunciation while responding to this particular question. Next, generally, the situation will be on academic context. Third one, understand the situation to give a formal response because you will be responding to a professor, to a lecturer, to your dean, or to your friend. So make sure to give a formal response. Next, always address yourself as I. Don't ever say we, they, that, all of these because you are experiencing the situation. Next, speak fluently for about 30 to 35 seconds. This is more than sufficient because you will have 40 seconds to come up with a response. Next, 0 marks for templated or premeditated answers because if you get 0 core content, I'm sure they will not measure your fluency and pronunciation. Hence, 0 marks for that particular question. Last but not the least, AI will still evaluate your fluency, pronunciation, and content, whereas a human evaluator will just evaluate your content. They will not measure your fluency and pronunciation. Hence, they will double mark your content marks. So these are all the golden rules of respond to a situation question type. Hope you have understood this. Alright folks, we have come to the end of this video. In case of any doubts or any queries or even for paid assistance, make sure to contact us on the WhatsApp number or on the email ID mentioned right below. On this note, I wish you all the very best for your exams. Do well folks. Thank you very much.